And I have returned. Welcome back. The kittens are here. The kittens. The dolly with her spots on her belly. The dolly is here. And on the lap already is Ollie. He's he's being very playful. Dolly's being very playful. She's trying to bat at his tail. He's also technically got spots on his belly, but you can't see them. You can sort of see the stripes on his arms. Yes, I know. Hi. Hi, you want to get away? You want to get away? Would help if you didn't claw my shirt in the process. Yes, a bit green around the edges because of the green screen. We shall see. Hi. Hi, Dolly. Are you playful? He left my lap. You can get to the lap now if you want to, or you can just stay on the towel. All right. There's them. They have taken the opportunity when the door opened. So what were we doing? Making rubber. Hi. Did you not claw at my elbow or bite the cord to my headphones? Could you not? Could you not do this thing? That'd be great. I know it's a string. It's a string, and you wanna play with it. Here, you're getting up. You're getting up, my dolly, and you're going on the lap. You are going on the lap, and you're going to face in the opposite direction, away from the headphone wire. There we go. Now she's calm. Now she's calm. Yes. Just get the attention away from the wire. And now we can continue. Now we can continue. So, rubber. I need 4 of the heavy oil refineries, but first I need the hot air and pressure pumps for the vacuum. So, hot air. Where are those regenerative heat exchangers? There they are. You there. I need hot air. I need 50. So I do need 2. Um, that is a few stone bricks. That, get that claw out of my belly. Thanks. Would you not claw my belly? Like yesterday, I already got claw marks on my belly in the shape of a paw because of Ollie trying to climb on me. Like, I that hurt. That really hurt. That's right, Ollie. That really hurt. Getting clawed trying to climb me on the side of my belly, leaving marks in the shape of your paw. Anyway, I'm trying to think about if I want to feed the stone in or the stone bricks here. Basically, it's just do I do the bricks or do I do the stuff? I think the obvious answer. I need more pressure pumps. I just need all of the pressure pumps because this is going to be 3 pressure pumps. Where are you? Each? Yeah. Pressure. All the pressure. Bricks are on the bus, which is why I'm trying to decide, do I do the bricks? Or do I make the bricks here? I think I'm going to just bring the bricks in. I mean, clearly. Clearly, I'm bringing the bricks in, right? It's easier logistically because they're, like, there. They're on the end. They're on the end, which makes it simple. Doinky. Doink. Doinky. 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 Let there be hot air. It shall exist. And then a line of vacuum. That's probably going to be... Oops. Keep that. 10. 10. Excuse me. Still? I'm still missing one. Oh, boy. Iron? Iron? I need iron. Make all of them. Please, just keep an amount. Keep an amount. Please. Oh. It got full very quickly. Let's see, so that's gonna be there. That's gonna be there. Connected, powered. Excuse me. Power. Everything has power. Just actually hook up that, stuff. The stuff. The stuffin' things. Hello, Ollie. I see you. There you go. Enjoy! And then there was tar. Four, and there. And there's the dolly. I see my dolly, and my ollie. And they're gonna play, of course they're gonna play with each other. By fighting! Why am I not direct inserting? I should be direct inserting. Die. All of you. All of this must die. Like, there is no reason to not direct insert into the gigantic heavy oil refineries that share a footprint size. No reason to not do that thing. Directly insert. 0.5 into 0.25. 0.5. Yep. Note here that the two recipes for the carbon black between the tar and the crude oil are different cycle times to make them equivalent. So this one's every 2 seconds, but I think the other one's every 4 seconds that uses the oil. So no matter which you use, it's always going to be the 1-to-1 ratio between the reformers and the heavy oil refineries at the beginning of the game at Red Science phase. This only really changes with much later recipes for rubber. Much later rubber recipes. And yes, I do realize that I now have a situation where I need an input and an output on the same side, so it's fine. It's fine, and I also need this stupidity again. Do I use the stone on the bus to make tar, or is the tar self-contained? The tar is self-contained. Just to go back to show my tar currently. I have a self-contained tileable setup, if you can call it tileable. That looks a little bit like this. This is 250 tar per second from 25 stone. It is dedicated making the stone for the tar. There it is, and it voids the byproducts. Apparently not fast enough. You know, it would help if this one actually had an input. That would help. Just a little bit. Oops. Oops. Yeah, I would hope if that could actually be used. I need steam crackers as well. So I need to make... how many? A singular cracker with lead and tin. That the coal, it's coming from wood. Coal tis coming from wood. Yeah, that would help. Probably need more of this though. So here, have more. I very specifically have this spacing to be under these, so don't worry. Be happy. I have stuffs. These are also stacked, by the way, so it's... oh, we have to clear all this stacked stuff. Yeah. oh, right. This actually does... I'm trying to avoid the 20 divided by 5 amount of stuff. So, yeah, that makes some degree of sense. If I wasn't stacking, I would need 2 belts to clear all this. So, yeah. The coal is coming from wood at this point in time. There's a destructive distillation column recipe that converts wood into coal at a 1-to-1 ratio, which is what I am currently doing. Although I must say that at some point I have to look at the math, but we might be able to have a better ratio based off of raw coal. So coal from raw coal. What's the green science one? It's crushed into coarse and then coarse into coal. Yes, so it's coarse coal into coal, crushed coal into coarse and coal, and then raw coal into crushed and coal. So if I look at output 15, and then compare that to... wow, what? Matrix? There we go. Why did you need the matrix solver for that? Interesting. So it's 8.5 raw coal, which would end up being 21.1 seaweed. Yeah, the water well is not part of PyBlock. That's the stone water wells mod. It adds a 5x5 water well that you can place anywhere. It's basically a pump jack, just bigger. And it being 5x5 means that you cannot underground it. And is reality coming in? Because I hear playing with my green screen behind me. Dolly, what are you doing? What are you doing? I know it's Ollie that's causing the problems, but you're on the other side, making him want to attack the thing because you're causing motion on this side, and he knows it's you and decides to attack the screen. No, you're staying here. You're staying on this lap or going down, and she went down. Stop messing with the thingy. Oh, and I see on the other side of this is one of the toys. One of their toys. And Ollie's like now laying down on the thing, so please ignore if reality starts to show behind me. By the way, I have Shield Hero Volume 14 as the one that got spoiled in the description for Volume 15 of Rising of the Shield Hero that I mentioned before the break. Yeah, that's the unfortunate one that got spoiled. Volume 15's description on Amazon on the store page. I don't know if it still has it, but it spoiled the ending of the previous volume, which it's like, what? Why? Why would you do this thing to me? Why would you think that that is a good decision to make? Because people are going to do pre-orders, right? If they list the pre-order before the previous volume is out, it's like why would you do this? Why would you do this to people? That is actually not bad. Out of seaweed. The thing is, doing it with the seaweed. That's 220 seaweed plant crops, Mark Zeros. That's 220 Mark Zeros if you don't want to use power, because you know part of the point is having power out of these. Part of the point is that you're making power out of this. Net 15 out, which is 60 megawatts. 60 megawatts. Yeah, that's pretty fair of a conversion. But that is just the seaweed way of getting the raw coal. Where is Oh, I guess there is no wood way anymore since that was changed back into coal directly. So, yeah, that would be the one to do. Otherwise, it's way too much Faugi. Like, it is way too much on the Faugi. Because you'd have to do the water at this point with the spores. And yeah, that is a little bit of power. Let's actually make sure that you have your modules assigned. Yeah, that's a little bit of power. Just saying. That is just barely negative. That is just barely a negative system. It's a little negative. So if you're not getting the stuff for power out of this, maybe, but eh. This is why you do seaweed. This is why you do the seaweed method. But that is at green science. This whole thing is at green science. So let's not look at that until green science, and for now focus on getting the rubber going. Now that I fixed the little issue that was there. So the polybutadiene, I need to make a steam cracker for. Let's head on up, grab some resources to build the steam cracker at the little buffer zone that I have. The steam cracker is there. I need one of you. Just have to laugh that this uses a science lab to make steam crackers. Just have to laugh. Because that's also, like, glass, I think? No, it's transport belts. Of course it's belt. What are you up to? What are they up to? I don't know. They like play. They like to play. These 4-month-old kittens. Oh. Oh, is that what happened? I don't know if one got into the closet. Oops. I don't know. Okay. I am alive. I am alive. I am back. Let's get Factorio back. Yes, I got catted. I got catted. Both kittens managed to get into the closet where I have my PC, and Dolly jumped onto the PC and managed to push the power button, which told the PC to shut down. As Pyanodon laughs hysterically. So, yeah. Nice. This is why the kittens are no longer in the room. I don't know what the hell that did with my recording. Fortunately, it did a soft shutdown. So, yeah, it wasn't a pulled wire, but I think it killed my recording. It did. Dang. It still killed the recording. Why would it have done that? It should have closed gracefully. Huh. It should have closed gracefully. Why would it have allowed it to corrupt like that? I don't know. Anyway, so that means I have to pull the VOD and use that, I guess, off of Twitch, which is sad because that means that the actual VOD going on YouTube is not going to be of any higher quality than what was streamed. So, yeah, well, and at least until this point, right? The whole first episode, and we have to go back to an autosave now. There's Factorio. It is alive. We are loading into the game. So how far back am I? Not. We are making the thingy because it just saved. Huh, yes, redo the whole hour and a half. Or 2 hours. 2 hours. Yes, let's just redo 2 hours in a few moments. Or let's not. Let's not redo the whole thing in 2 hours. That I did in 2 hours. Now, pretty sure that if I just don't go on any tangents, we could do everything that I did in that 2 hours in about 20 minutes. If that. Just focusing on actually just building and rebuilding what we have here, but anyway. That is unfortunately that. I'm going to use actual inserters here this time, just cuz. Let's see, you are going to be long. Now, fortunately, with the Bob's adjustable inserters mod, you can just copy, like any other building, the recipe to have the configuration for the inserters. Yeah, so the first half hour is just what I did off screen, as per usual, and then actual building for the rest. This is latex, so I need to actually get latex onto my network. That is highly unfortunate. I don't know why Streamlabs did not close gracefully on a system shutdown, on a Windows standard shutdown. That seems odd to me. Why Streamlabs OBS wouldn't have closed gracefully in that circumstance. But anyway, I guess it does something to the video to finalize it when you hit to stop streaming, to end the stream, and it didn't do that. It didn't do that. Speaking of Streamlabs, this most recent update that has gone through as of, like, today, or yesterday, before my last stream, at some point going into today, between last time and this time, they updated Streamlabs so that the go live thing is different, and I don't like it. It gives you a second screen after you tell it to go live, saying it's updated the info. It's updated your stream info, and you've gone live. I don't care what you're doing. Just go live. I don't want that window showing anymore once I tell it to do the thing. It's like, I want you to just go live. Now, I can tell that window not to come up anymore, but it's a good final indication that I have updated my stream title, right? Because when you hit go live in Streamlabs, it brings up a pop-up window that lets you change your stream title and the game that you're playing, and like do a tweet if you want to do a tweet, which I don't. It lets you change it there, but it also is pulling from the most recent copy done through the dashboard, so there's that too. So it's already updated most of the time. It's already up to date, because I do that through my dashboard. I just want to make sure that it's been updated. Like, you don't have to tell me, Streamlabs, that you are updating, quote-unquote, updating the stream title that I haven't updated. Right? Because I haven't updated it in Streamlabs. It's just, for some reason, pulling it and then overwriting it with the same information, which is dumb. That's stupid! Don't do it that way. Or don't tell me that you're doing it that way. I don't need to know that you're doing it. Anyway, all of that said, I need the latex on my bus. That's what I was doing. I was checking if this borax was the last line, which it appears that it is. I guess I can do the whatever splitter here. Actually, that doesn't even need to be there. That up we go. Up we go. Yeah, I'm just really sad about the loss of the original recording, because the recording that goes onto my hard drive is in 20 megabits per second. I don't need all this far. On the raw file, quote unquote raw file, it is recorded at way higher bitrate than what gets streamed. What gets streamed is about 4.5 megabits of bitrate, which, you know, means that when I go into the map on the stream, that if I move, if I have fast motion, there is going to be pixelation, depending on how fast the motion is, what types of elements are trying to get drawn. There should be some sort of, like, errors because of the bitrate. And that is reduced because I render my YouTube videos at 10 megabits from the base recording at around 20, some value higher than what I'm rendering as. Anyway, where's my latex? Where's that latex? Where did it go? It is here. I have found the latex. Place all the things. There you go. Get rid of all of this belt. And we're off. Now, the other part of things is that the PC updated. Well, the PC was restarted, which means that not only do I have to wait for the PC to restart, like, I think it might have done the Patch Tuesday stuff, applied updates, which extended the amount of time. We shall see. It actually looks like it didn't, fortunately, do that, but what happens every time I restart is that my webcam white balance settings reset. Like, for some reason, it's just something with this Logitech webcam. Every single time the PC restarts, the slider for the white balance resets to 0. Like, far left, 0. It doesn't, for some reason, ever save the white balance setting on that slider. It's really, really, really weird. But that's what happens. And I hate it because it does that. Alright, where's my cracker? Crack! My cracker needs to crack to make polybutadiene. I need to supply water into it. Where is water? Water! Wonderful, beautiful, glorious water. And then steam. Steam is going to get tailings ponded. There you go. You have been ponded. Just make up random verbs. Let's just make up random verbs. We have tailings ponded. And off we go for the aromatics. Ta-da! And then that just leaves the titanium input. One of few things consuming titanium. Oh hey, it's in the way. We have a problem. We have a slight issue. Yeah, that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. You go there, that goes there. I thought I said X. Control X, not Control C. There we go. There we go. And that should be that as soon as I connect. We have rubber! We have more than 0 rubber. Yay. I can do things with rubber at this point. And now that I have both rubber and engine units, there are recipes for doohickeys. Oops, that is not the line. That is the line. Gee, I wonder if I have enough stuff. Belt. I do. I do have belt. You go up from there. And that's the arbitrary termination point of the bus for the moment. We'll see how much further I have to go down. As we work our way towards green science, I guarantee we're going to use, like, most of this space as we work towards green science. I still can't believe a kitten shut the PC down. I still can't believe they managed to weasel their way into the closet like that. So they can get into the closet, by the way, just because of my current setup. I think I have to... I definitely have to change how I have this green screen behind me. Because I have one of the parts of the stand for the green screen in the closet, and the bar goes through the closet, which means that there is one side of it that is partially open. The other side of it is also partially open because I have my PC in the office, in the closet, and all of the wires have to come out somehow through the closet door, and it is partially open on that side, but it's not open enough on that side for the kittens to get in. It is, however, on the side with the bar, so that's... They were both in there. They were both in there, and it was Dolly that was on top of my PC. It's like, really? You jumped on top of the PC and ended up pushing that one button that I don't want you to push. The one button. Actually, there's 2 buttons, but only one that they could logically actually push. Because there is a reset switch as well in there, but they can't get to that. It's on the front, and it's really small. Likelihood of that happening is like 0. But there is a really big power button right on the top. Anyway, so that's the rubber. Biosamples. Yes, biosamples. It is time for the biosamples. So, biosamples, I need a biofactory for the biosamples. I need biocontainers, which is standard assembling machines. And then moss, seaweed, wastewater, phytoplankton, and Zogna bacteria. So this phytoplankton, have I broken that out? I think so. 8? Wow. Okay. And 4? I'm not feeding that with 4. Thanks. You are going to be 4, not 8. Oh, also glass. There's a spot I'm making glass for red science somewhere. Somewhere or another. Right here. I have leached off a little bit of the glass into a chest. Because we don't have a constant consumption of solid glass at this point. Anyway. It's all used for buildings. Now up here, this is where I had decided that I would have the phytoplankton. We are going to place 8 buildings, by the way. We are going to actually at least place the infrastructure. Excuse me. Phytoplankton. You there. And there. And that. And that. And you there. 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 And there. 8. Oh joy, oh bliss. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the input. Meow. There we go. And we now have phytoplankton. Congratulations, we now have the stuff. As well as a brand new thing to add to the fluid bus. Yay, I need a whole bunch of pipe to ground. Let's use all the pipe to ground. I need to grab more. While I'm here. More pipe to ground. Where's the dedicated pipe to ground? There you are. Just a few more units. Just a few more units. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Off a tile. All the way down. We go, we go. There we go. That's phytoplankton. Can minimize that for the moment. Let's see, what else? What else? The Zogna bacteria is the other thing, as well as the wastewater. So Zogna is going to be in an incubator, so let's make an incubator. Just one is necessary at this point in time, and it should be just the one on the containers. It is 4 on the containers. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to need a few of you as well. Okay, incubator. For a Zogna. Wood, lamps, petri dishes, and pressured air. I don't have lamps. It is 0.2 lamp. Lamps! Fortunately, they do not use... Oh, hi. It is a consistent consumer of glass. What was that I was just saying about not having a consistent consumer of glass yet? What was I just saying about not having a consistent consumer of glass yet? However, what I do have is molten glass. I do have molten glass, so all I need to do is just place a glassworks. Making glass. Do I do it out of hot air? I mean, there's... It's +2. still, always am going to make use of this. Now, fortunately, I do have a slight excess of about 16 and 2/3 units of the hot air from here. So as long as the amount that I need, as long as the amount that I need is less than or equal to 16 and 2/3, we're fine. And that is actually equal to 16 and 2/3 if I needed the full 2 and 1/3 of the glass, which I don't. I don't need the full 2 and 1/3. I only need a fraction of that, / most of it. I don't need that extra 1/3 on the glass to feed the full 1 lamp, but I only need 0.2 lamps, so I need a fifth of the amount. 1/5. And I need a fluid fuel, which, that's pretty obviously going to be syn gas, right? To do copy, paste, and paste. You are the syn gas, and you are the molten. Ta-da! Copper cables. That is fine. Copper cables 1 tile up, so I can just do that. And so that I can do that. Dang it. It works. That sucks. I have to... From there... Low... This is copper. Glorious, beautiful, wonderful copper. And then... The iron. Do you need iron? No, but you do need petri dishes. Yay. And wood. Yay. Okay. Oh, hi. 1 down. Oh. Right. There you go. 1 pressure pump. I really need to have those on the hotbar. Pressure pump! Funny how it took a complete PC restart to get me to actually start focusing on building stuff, right? Is that not hilarious? How it took a complete and utter shutdown of everything to actually start taking seriously all of this. Yeah, I think I would actually prefer having the stuff on the bottom. The beautiful, glorious, wonderful Zogna bacteria. That'll just be the combined wood and petri dishes, I suppose. This does, however, mean that I need petri dishes on my bus. Oh boy. There, that, and that. Which means a whole new line of stuff. Petri dishes! Wherefore art thou? They are right up here. And wouldn't you know it, I actually thought ahead. Oh. Well, that's slightly problematic. Am I okay with losing a 100 units of tar per second? Yes. That I am. Oh, I need belt. Belt is good. I like belt. So I'm okay with losing that 100 units for free, just because, well, I have built a method of making it better. I have better methods. I have a thing I can place that gives me 250 whenever I need 250, so why would I bother with 100? And I have another node as well, so that's, at this point, in my way. It is in the way. Where is that belt to bring down? Where are you? Huh? Oh. Further down. That's where you are. So let us go further down. There. Oh. What? Question mark? Oh, right. Duh. It's a gap of 2. Not a gap of 1. Put down all of these petri dishes. There you go. Yeah, just do that. There's my petri dishes. That'll be Zogna. Done. Done and dusted. Zogna. Yay! It's actually gonna go there, and then onto the fluid bus as well. If at all possible. I dislike doing this way, but there we go. Zogna! The beautiful Zogna. It exists. Okay. Next will be the bio containers. Maybe? No. Next is the 4 wastewater. What do I need in regards to 4 wastewater? 11 basic fish farms. 11 basic fish farms. Sure. Why not? This, by the way, is a required set of fish farms. Because this is your only way at this point in the game in getting wastewater. The only way that you will get wastewater. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of all that for the moment, and probably relocate up here. Oh. I apparently need some more electric poles. There we go. Better. So. 11 of these. And I should go grab fish for them. Because I have the fish. I am not concerned. I have the fish somewhere. Somewhere up here as we stutter. As we begin stuttering. So why do we stutter? We stutter because the game uses so much memory. That not all of the texture memory is on the VRAM. Some of it, a bit of it, actually, I think, is overflowing into actual memory, which means that as stuff that needs to load that is on actual memory is trying to load, actual physical memory is a bit slower than the video memory, so it hitches from time to time. At least that's my best explanation of my thoughts of what's happening. That is my sincerest guess as to what is going on with it. Is I am pretty sure it is memory overflow of texture memory going into physical memory, and it's just trying to load from physical memory, and it's slower than the it's a bottleneck, basically. Just the speed of the physical memory. Because my GPU, it's reporting in Task Manager that it's 10.1 of the 11 of gigabytes of dedicated GPU memory is in use, but I'm thinking that it's actually all of it. And then I have 16 gigs of physical memory in use of my 32. I'm actually using 16 gigs of memory after a system restart. Yes, that is accurate. Factorio is using 7.8 gigs of memory right now with the Pi suite. That is how much memory Factorio is using. It uses a lot. And then Firefox is at 1.5 gigs of memory right now. Yes, I'm using Firefox instead of Chrome. I made that switch a little while ago, few weeks ago, ish. Just to change things up a little bit, I suppose. Now, where are my fish? Fish! Hello. I hope 600 fish is enough for these 11 fish farms. I do hope it's enough. So we have to figure out what to do with the fish, right? Because we're using the wastewater, not the fish. So what am I going to do with the fish out of these 11? Well, several things can be done with the fish. I also need to bring the saline in. Oh, of course you would. Of course you would. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Compost them into more biomass. Maybe? So, the thing is, with the fish, is that their bones can be used to make bone meal. As, like, step 1. Their bones can be crushed into bone meal. Or made into bone meal. They're... Really? Really? Squeak through? So we can make bone meal, and that'll mean that I don't need augs. We can make the blood into urea, which is the plan. Blood into urea. Where even is... Have I not actually broken... Ah, there it is. 0.7 blood. Yes. Yes, 0.7 blood. I need 0.7 blood. Please, do the full rendering of the fish. Show me that. So that I know how many fish farms I need. Hi! No, that's telling me the 3.4 bones for bone meal. Let's ignore that and have a look and see that that actually makes enough blood, just enough blood for the urea, for the circuits, for the one science. However, that's for 0.1 circuits. We're probably gonna want a few more than that, right? Like, we're probably gonna want to have a circuit out. In which case, then I need 74 fish farms for the blood. In the alternative, we could make augs and full render the augs and use the aug stuff. Do I even need to do full aug rendering? Or do I have the individual rendering options? Blood. Show me. We have full render Ulrich, full render aug, full render fish. We do not have the individual, and we have full render cotton gut. We do not have the individual things for that yet. What about bone meal? The bone meal has dedicated recipes using augs and Ulrich available, and then from bones. Okay. That's good to know. So we could full render aug, which would be significantly smaller than 74 fish farms. It would use power, but yeah, space. Space? Yeah, space. Space. Uses lots of space, also needs 2.8 seaweed, but that's fine. I've got infinite seaweed and saline to feed this. It's just the amount of space and resources to make the fish farms. Just that. And then if I wanted to do the bone meal from the bones in these, yeah, that would be over 1,000 basic fish farms, which is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. So, okay. Let's do something along these lines. I'll scale this off screen, right? So for now, we'll think about that. This is atomized. Okay, so hey, guess what? I got nickel specifically to build the atomizer. Specifically to build the actual atomizer to do this process. Let's just ignore that the Mark 0 atomizer exists for a moment and revel in the fact that I can make the Mark 1 because I have chosen at Red Science to make a little bit of nickel, which is over here. Test stacking tier 3 factory small buildings for fish. Yeah, if I had access to fish. Let's build our one atomizer. Our one whole atomizer. Is it one? Yes, it is one whole atomizer that we need. 15 units of nickel. 25, excuse me. 25 whole units of nickel that we needed to make this one atomizer Mark 1. Oh boy. Also needs these guys, slaughterhouses, actual slaughterhouses. I think I have... No, I have steam powered, not actual. Make me thing. There you go. I'm gonna do this setup now just because I would prefer... There we go. To do a lot of scaling stuff off screen, and I want to show the production here of fish into urea as well. and to like put down the voiding of the other stuff too. So we can think about that way. Starting with the slaughterhouses. I will need a few slaughterhouses. Yeah, 11 total. For now, one should suffice. Full rendering fish. There's my glorious blood. The blood gets atomized into urea. Now the other stuff can be made into things like phosphate rocks, things like chlorine, things like tin ore, blood into iron if you really want to, copper from guts, etc., etc. Ooh, sulfur from Faugi. Sulfur from Faugi. Anyway, there. Blood. Alignment. Align. Align for me. There you go. Blood into stuff. I need a fuel input. Oh, I need more. I need more of you. What do I need for you? Copper. Glorious, beautiful, wonderful copper. And what? Seaweed. And more copper. Okay. That's the fastest orders. I have stopped caring, by the way. In case you couldn't tell. Sorta stopped caring about the whole inserter versus loader situation. What fuel will I use? Actually, I should flip this. Why? Because, it'll make it easier. Really? It'll make it easier to do, the voiding below if I have a couple sources of stuff. Couple of sources. We'll do that there. For the coal. Because, yes, this is going to be coal. And it will switch to the other stuff. Oh. I see a slight problem here. This will go up a little bit. Because I will bus urea. Going down. There we go. The bus is expanding! As we get into green science, the bus is going to be vastly expanded. That's just how these things tend to go. In the end. I'm going to void everything from this for the moment. You are going to go down. Yeah, I know there's some wasted potential here, some space. It's fine. It's fine. In fact, ideally, there would be even more space between these. Or built up. Like, ideally, there would be, below. Fish farms below. And, like, all sharing stuff. That is actually the alignment that is the alignment that I'm looking for. So if I cut this like so, I want to make sure, or check at least, if there's any issues. There is some issues with the pipes there. Unfortunately, I would need to go down 2, 3. That might cause trouble. We're going to do this anyway. I'm going to leave that off just because I will be... I'll know what the alignment is. Alright, my bots, do your thing. Do the thing, my bots. Do the thing. Place the stuffs. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, charge! Charge. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, I have upgraded to the Mark II Tiny Armor. I hadn't mentioned this, but I have upgraded to the Mark II Tiny Armor. Speaking of things I haven't mentioned, it just crossed my mind, but my god, for the longest time, it's been a while now, but I have actually moved my Factorio installation to my M.2 SSD, as well as moved all of the mods and such into the install directory and changed what I needed to change to get the game to actually load those things from the install directory. So, yay! I did the thing. I did the thing. Also, that's 10 somehow. Somehow, that is only 10. I need one more. There you go. 11. 11. So yeah, the game does load a little bit faster. The game does save slightly faster. This needs to be moved 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. Sure. I can work with this, maybe? This needs to be moved more than 3 tiles? I'm trying to think. If I do all the pipework inside... that would actually be better. If I did the pipework inside... I could move this even further up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete all this pipework. I know we did a lot of stuff for this pipework. A lot of time spent, but sometimes you just gotta break it all down and rebuild it from scratch. Sometimes you just gotta redo it. Why? Why am I breaking those machines all of the time? So yeah, this can now get moved all the way up, just offset by a single tile, or do I do both and just offset like so? Yeah, I'm gonna offset like so. There we go. Now we're cooking. Place down those buildings, get the thingies in. Modules. It's unfortunate that these bots can only hold 1 item at a time. I am considering doing the up... oh, right. I can do that now. Pi construction bots. I can change to the Pi bots. These are 19.4 versus 13. Yeah, I would say that the Pi construction bots are better. I need 20 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need engine units. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Goodbye, vanilla bots. You are no longer welcome here. So, yeah. Saline on this side. And for those observant enough, you might notice that, yes, I do need to change the positioning on all of the outputs. Ah, boy. Because, yep, that right there, that is a thing. That needs to happen. Unfortunately, that's a little bit harder of a change. Like, it's actually easier just to delete everything. Faster just to delete all this. To do that. And then actually just copy that and run. Hey, my faster bots! Faster bots are faster! They're so speedy! They're so much faster and better! Yay! We got the Pi Constructo bots to help out now. And this means I can now build 2 tiles down and be fine. I can be fine. I can have a belt here that feeds into the slaughterhouse, and yeah, it's great. It is fantastic, even. I can go just like that. Just like that, and I will have stuff. So, saline water. Let's get the saline brought in. As I run out of my piped grounds. And, oh, right. Always something, isn't it? Seaweed in. Ah, da da ba da ba da. If I plan around the concept of this being the pattern, I can do that. And this can be the seaweed in. I'll just use inserters. Ta-da! Yes. That will work. But why have all those inserters to nothing? Planning for the future. Planning for the future. This has a gap of 2. Then connect the dots. Slash undergrounds. Connect all the undergrounds! We have 6 minutes left. I am shocked and appalled that I haven't even gotten Vrauk today. But, well, it happens. It happens. I haven't gotten any Vrauk today. Sure. Whatevs. fish is moving. I got fish. I can say I did something biotic today. At the very least, I did something biotic. And I got fish, an actual build for fish, like a real fish build. I am, yeah, shocked. Very much, very much shocked that I made a degree of progress, a bit of progress. Yay! All right, we need to deal with all this stuff, and dealing with all this stuff shall be the purview of these beautiful machines. Yes, something seems fishy about that build. Absolutely. Give me stuffs. Give me all the stuffs. All of the everything. More Duralumin. Yes, all of the inserters. All of them. Okay, you. Ba-da! Ta-da! Just add power. And what? Oh, right. I keep forgetting. Meat has a fuel value, so I have to dry it first. Yup. If you can believe that. Meat has a fuel value. Do meat there, and then you can output. You are making dried meat there. Now, do that, and void the stuff for me. Yay! We did it. I forgot meat has a fuel value. I also need to make sure that I overflow valve this blood and void the excess. So allow me to set that there. Does it work if I manually insert it? So I might need to look up that. You might need to look up the script. I don't know. Manual insertion. Meat cannot be smelted. So it's because the meat has a fuel value. It is specifically because why are you not loading? Hello? Oh, something else might have gotten caught. But anyway, yeah, the meat just doesn't. It cannot be manually placed in there either. The dry meat, though, the dry meat does not have a fuel value. So yeah, it should be able to accept the other solid fuel sources. Because I'm pretty sure you cannot use meat to fuel a burner. So the burner needs to be able to accept all the other stuff that has fuel value that it itself does not burn. Alright. So that will leave me with placing that little thing, which will help drastically going forward. We now have, yes, stuffs, things, a scalable setup. Now, 1,000? No. 70, 80, some odd? Maybe. 74? I guess. I will landfill out until I have the full stuffs. It makes how much at 74 of the fish? 2.8. A whole 2.8. Yes, it's under the... It should be under the food fuel category. Yeah. Yep. That is that. Alright, it is officially 1 o'clock, which means it's time to end off the stream. I really have no idea how I'm going to... or how the quality is going to turn out by downloading the VOD off of Twitch for the first part of the stream, but we shall see. I'll deal with it. I shall deal with it one way or another. I'm so sad that it broke my local recording. That reset. Thank you, Dolly. Thank the Dolly for that. This is why they're not supposed to go into the closet. One of the reasons why they're not supposed to go into the closet. Because that can happen. That happened. It has happened. The PC was shut down because a cat jumped on top of the PC and hit the power button on their way up. Yep. That's a thing. That is a thing. So, what did we get done today, over the course of the day today? Started off by making a nickel, and ionizing, using the Ionic Upgrader. The first time I have used the Ionic Upgrader for anything outside of the, Pi Off the Rails series. The Pinedon's Off the Rails series, that's when I last used Ionic Upgraders. I did not use them in Paidu Valley. At all. For anything. So it's good to see them have use again here in this playthrough, making nickel. Then over here, started making some nexelit by processing tailings into the glorious, beautiful nexelit. Reviewed that I did combustion tower power and what I can do off-screen, what I will do off-screen involving the combustion tower power by converting this steam-based biomass into biomass power of both of these into the combustion tower stuff, which should actually double the power of each of these setups instead of being 60 per second based off of biomass power into steam. It'll be like 120 just by adding tar and such. What else did we do today? Put down this phytoplankton setup, turning the ore, iron ore, into phytoplankton, which I still haven't run, or I did actually run all the way down on my fluid bus. I did actually do that. Let's see, what else? Started doing aromatics from tar into creosote into aromatics. I do need to get this creosote onto my fluid bus as well. I do need to do that. I have plastic. Plastic should also be on the bus. Maybe. I don't really remember what is consistently using plastic in the long run. Then did rubber. Took a side track to start making some rubber. There are rubber-based recipes that I now have access to produce way more transport belts. So better belt recipes exist now. Do I have the better... No, I don't have the better inserter recipes because the better inserter recipes come with lubricant. But I do have this recipe that uses rubber-based belts to produce 15 transport belts per recipe as opposed to 2. And this is a better use of small parts and iron at the cost of rubber. So this is how we get our belts now. And if I ever handcraft splitters, it should pull from that rubber recipe, if I have the rubber. Once we got our stuff here, and I also spent a long time talking about anime and light novels, started making the Zogna bacteria right here. Did all the stuff to make that Zogna, and then started into the process of going into fish-based blood for urea, as well as, you know, getting the primary product out of here, which is wastewater that I need for the biosamples. What is happening to biomass? Biomass fuel value is decreasing from 4 megajoules to 1 megajoule. And there's going to be a few other things going on with additional recipes being added to the pie suite that are going to be using biomass of some description. No idea what's going to happen with some new stuff with biomass, but it has 1 megajoule going forward. Whenever the update to Pi Alien Life, the next update to Pi Alien Life that you see posted, bio oil. Okay, cool. Sure. It'll be changing biomass from 4 megajoules to 1, so it's cutting it down to 25% of its former glory, which means that your builds using biomass for power will now need 4 times as much biomass as before to get the same outputs. And good luck having inserters into one of these as well, because the inserters will not be able to keep up with 1 megajoule of fuel value, let alone the throughput of a belt. So this would go divide by 4 from 60 on it. But anyway, with that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VODs on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/Otaku Showboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyanodon's mod's development at patreon.com/Pyanodon, and myself at patreon.com/Otaku Showboat. I will, of course, be back on Sunday, where we are going to be continuing towards Vrauk, as well as towards cDNA, so that we can get Moondrop and Relesia, and potentially even Augs. Most likely also to get Augs, because I would much rather use the Augs for the bone meal than the fish, due to scale. And yeah, we'll be working towards our green science at that point, as well as our circuit automation. So I hope to see you all then.